exercise that a lot of people do not do correctly. Because many times when you see people, they'll just pull on their necks and come up as opposed to really using your abs. So you want to place your hands behind your head and lightly. So you don't want to drag your head up. Just want to place them lightly, and you want to imagine driving your chin up toward the ceiling. And when you come up, you want to come up from your abs, not from your neck. So up and squeeze. Make sure you're pressing your belly button down into the floor as you come up. So you're not arching, you're pressing down. Sometimes you'll perform crunches with your legs straight out, which will work also your lower abs. Sometimes you can do them up with your legs straight up, which will work primarily your upper. And then sometimes you'll do them with your knees bent, and that will kind of engage both your upper and your lower. Squats. So just want to make sure everyone has proper form as they're doing their squats. So you want to stand with your legs hip width apart. And what you're going to do is you're going to come down, pushing your butt out, and making sure that your knees do not go over your toes. So you really want to imagine like you're sitting down on kind of like a chair or something. So you stick your butt all the way out and sit down as low as you can. And then when you come up, you're going to squeeze those glutes. So down, just watch those knees. Make sure they don't go over your toes. Now, if you're struggling with doing them correctly, I always tell people to use some kind of a chair underneath them. Let me grab one. And just sit down. Up and squeeze. This will assist with proper form. You're going to just be stepping one foot out, one foot front, one foot back. So it's like this. So you guys can see from the side. So you're just going to kind of just hop back and forth, one leg to the other, punching forward. It's a little warm-up exercise. How to do a push-up. I just want to make sure that you have proper form when you're doing it. We show it to you from two separate angles, and also the regular way and then the modified way. So you want to place your hands right in line with your shoulders. So your chest should be in between your hands. Okay? Then you want to drop down low, come back up. Now to modify, you would just drop your knees. So from the side, it looks like this. Remember, chest in between your hands. Alternating shoulder press. You're gonna bring the weights to your shoulders, palms facing in, and you're just going to alternate your hands, bringing the weights up and down. need like a bench or a chair or your couch. You're just going to place your hands on it and you're going to drop down, bending at your elbows only, and then come up. Now, easier is bringing your feet closer to your body. Harder is the more further you go out with your legs. So you decide that according to where you are at. What's most important in terms of form with tricep dips is that you go straight down with your butt and you're not out here like this. Okay, so straight down and up. Elbows shooting straight behind you. Okay, reverse flies. You're gonna hold both weights in your hands, bend over, and then you're going to do a reverse fly. So you're gonna bring the weights up to about shoulder level. Raises is for your shoulders. So what you're gonna do is you're going to raise the dumbbells straight up. You can either do them together or one at a time, whatever is more comfortable. What's important is that you don't use your back to help you bring up the weight. You want to keep your back straight and just lift up using your arms and your shoulders. And you don't want to swing the dumbbell all the way up, you just want to swing it right at shoulder level. Your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. Back, you want your shoulders back. And you're going to raise the weights up to the side. Shoulder height, and then back down. Shoulder height, in a controlled, slow movement. Don't rush it and don't swing the dumbbells all the way up here. Kickback, you just bend over a little bit, bring the weight up to your chest and kick back. And at the end of it, you'll hold for 5 seconds. So at the end of your repetitions, you'll hold up for 5 seconds. Lying chest press. So you're gonna lie on your mat, weights in your hand. You want your legs up, and then you're just going to press up. Elbows down to the floor and straight up. That's what it looks like. So lie down on your mat with your weights. Weights right above your chest. You're going to open them up, drop them down, and up. Now what's important is don't bend and drop your elbows. You want to kind of drop your wrist. So I'm going to show you from a different angle. Just twist my mat. Just so you can see how my arms are when I go down for a chest fly. So I'm trying to actually bring my wrist down toward the ground. I'm not bending and going like this. Superwoman pulses. So you're gonna lie down on your stomach, extend your arms out. You're going to raise your arms and your legs all the way up, squeeze that lower back, back down. So up and squeeze, down. Up and squeeze, down. So come up as far as you can. Swimmer pulses. So you're gonna lay down on your stomach. You want your arms straight out in front of you. So you're gonna lift them off the floor. You want your arms and your legs off the floor just a little bit, just to keep the tension in your lower back. And then you're gonna raise one arm higher and the opposite leg up, and you'll pulse up 2 times, 1, 2, and then switch, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, if it becomes too difficult to modify it, you can drop your arms and your legs, keep them on the ground, and then go up, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the modified version. It's just a plank, but you're gonna be on your hands. Make sure that your back is flat. You don't want to be up here, and you don't want to be down here. You want everything to be straight in one line. Full body tuck and spread. So you're going to sit back, recline your body back a little bit, You're gonna lift your legs up off the floor just a little bit. You're gonna drive them into your chest, back out, and then spread them out. Back in, out, open. You're gonna lie down on your mat. You can place your hands underneath your butt for extra support for your lower back. And you're just gonna drive your knees up, bringing your butt off the floor just a little bit and back down. Oblique crunches. So you're going to lay on your side, hands behind your head, and you're going to bring your elbow to your knee and crunch. Then you make sure you do the same amount on the other side. Pulls. So you're gonna lay down, hands underneath your butt. So what you'll do is you're gonna raise your legs up, bring them down slowly, don't touch the ground, and then bring your knees into your chest and back out and then up. So one rep looks like this. That's one. So you're going to come on your side, elbow on the ground. You want your elbow to be right underneath your shoulder, legs extended out, and you're going to lift your body off the floor. You can either place your hands on your hip or straight up. Now, for a modified version, you'll bend your bottom leg and stay up like this. So you want your entire body to be in line with one another. Don't have your lower body out forward or back. So a nice straight line with your body. Then you'll do the same on the other side.